I think the biggest problem I had this year, even with him and on his side, is identity.
I think that I was just, living in this shame, living in all this sort of stuff of my past, and I wasn't able to move on.
I don't want anything ever to happen to him bad. It hurts me.
Selena Gomez has always been admired for her ability to handle personal challenges with grace. But her past relationship with Justin Bieber remains a central topic, especially as new and shocking details about his time in Sean Diddy Combs' circle emerge. During their tumultuous on-again, off-again relationship, Justin was closely associated with Diddy, attending his infamous parties and events. Some of these events are now the subject of serious allegations. By extension, Selena was often on the periphery of this world, witnessing far more than she has ever publicly shared. At the height of their relationship, Justin was navigating the pressures of fame, and Diddy's influence loomed large. Selena, deeply involved in Justin's life at the time, saw firsthand the environments he was exposed to. Though she has always kept quiet about the details, those close to the couple hint that Selena knows much more than she has ever let on about the behind-the-scenes dynamics of that period. Now, with disturbing allegations resurfacing about what transpired during Justin's time around Diddy, fans are left wondering what Selena might reveal. Given her intimate understanding of Justin's experiences and her own proximity to these events, Selena's perspective could provide crucial insight into what really happened during those years. Known for being protective of her exes, Selena's reaction to these revelations could be both empathetic and eye-opening. Fans are eagerly awaiting to see if Selena will speak out and contribute her voice to the growing narrative surrounding the darker side of Diddy's world. Justin Bieber has reportedly been struggling in recent weeks as Sean Diddy Combs faces legal troubles that have shaken the entertainment world. Diddy is now entangled in serious allegations that could lead to consequences, including imprisonment. Justin's connection to the mogul during his earlier years has resurfaced as a painful memory. Sources close to the singer say that these developments have stirred up unresolved emotions tied to his experiences during that time, as well as the pressures he faced while being part of Diddy's circle during his rapid rise to fame. What makes the situation even more complex is that Selena Gomez, Justin's ex, was with him for much of his time around Diddy. She saw the highs and lows of Justin's career and the environments he was exposed to. Those close to her suggest she has a unique understanding of what he went through, and though she has remained tight-lipped about specifics, insiders hint that she witnessed some of the challenges Justin faced and knows how deeply those experiences affected him. Now, with Diddy's controversies coming to light, Justin appears to be grappling with the weight of the past. Those around him say the unfolding situation has brought up old wounds, reminding him of a time in his life that wasn't as glamorous as it may have seemed. Meanwhile, Selena's perspective on these events, both as someone who cared deeply for Justin and as a first-hand observer, offers potential insight into the struggles he endured. Fans are beginning to speculate whether Selena might break her silence to support Justin during this difficult time, offering empathy and perhaps shedding light on a part of his story that hasn't been fully told. The reality of those years may have been darker than anyone could have imagined. On September 16th, Sean Diddy Combs was arrested on charges of trafficking, aiding and facilitating transportation for prostitution. According to a 14-page indictment, prosecutors accused him of leading a criminal enterprise that exploited women, hosted days-long parties referred to as freak-offs, and used intimidation to silence those around him. Diddy has since pleaded not guilty to the charges. Following these disturbing allegations, a source exclusively told In Touch that fans are now re-examining his connections with other celebrities in an entirely new light. No one feels the weight of these revelations more than Justin Bieber. Since the news broke, his Instagram has been flooded with messages. Justin Bieber has been receiving an outpouring of support from fans, with many writing messages like, "The world should have protected you," and urging him to expose Diddy, who took the young singer under his wing when Justin was just 15. However, according to an insider, the last thing Justin wants to do is relive or publicly address his complicated relationship with Diddy. The troubled star, who has faced his own battles with drug addiction, suicidal thoughts, and a series of public meltdowns over the years, has kept quiet about the darker side of his experiences. But now he is slowly starting to open up to close friends about what he went through. The source adds that he has been describing it as a nightmare that's haunted him privately for years. Looking back, the red flags in Justin Bieber and Diddy's relationship were always there, but they were easy to overlook at the time. Justin, who was just 13 when he was first introduced to Diddy by Usher, quickly became a frequent presence in the music mogul's circle as his career skyrocketed. Their relationship seemed to be one of mentorship, but in hindsight, it was anything but healthy. In March 2009, a clip of the two resurfaced, shedding light on the troubling dynamic between them. In the video, Diddy casually boasts about the plans they had, saying, "He's having 48 hours with Diddy. What we're doing we can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. We're gonna go full crazy." Justin, clearly uncomfortable, responds, "Let's just go get some girls." The interaction, now seen through a much more critical lens, reveals a disturbing side to their relationship. One that was far more about indulgence and manipulation than guidance. People have since reflected on it, with one person writing on X, "Diddy was Usher's legal guardian. Justin Bieber literally just turned 15 years old." Bieber had to spend 48 hours with Diddy. The location and what they did were undisclosed, but we know what happened. Justin has long hinted at the trauma he endured as a young star, much of which stemmed from his association with figures like Diddy. Although a viral video of Justin singing about a Diddy party was later revealed to be AI generated, the pain he experienced during those years is unmistakably real. In his 2020 track, Bieber touched on the emotional scars from that time, though much of the full extent of his suffering remains hidden from the public. In his 2020 song Lonely, Justin Bieber openly expressed the emotional toll of his rise to fame, singing, "Everybody saw me sick and it felt like no one gave a set," capturing the deep loneliness and isolation he felt as a young star. His vulnerability was also evident in a tearful interview with Apple Music's Zane Lowe, where he reflected on how difficult it was to grow up in the public eye. He said, "It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn," showcasing the weight of his struggles. During this interview, he also expressed a desire to protect young stars like Billie Eilish, who started her career young and offered to be there for her if she ever needed help, sharing, "I don't want her to go through anything I went through." Justin has shared that he has relied on therapy and his faith to get back on track. Despite this, dredging up his past trauma, especially amid the resurfacing of troubling memories and public scrutiny, has been hard. However, he remains focused on his supportive wife Haley and their young son Jack, and is open to sharing his story if it can help others. He wants to break the cycle of trauma and ensure that others don't experience the same pain. In light of this, a 2011 video of Justin and Sean Diddy Combs has resurfaced, casting an eerie light on their relationship after Diddy's recent arrest for alleged trafficking and racketeering. In the clip, Jimmy Kimmel interviews the two about their friendship and potential music collaboration. Diddy, then 54, describes Justin as someone he and his team want to protect, calling him a nice person and a great kid. While their conversation seemed lighthearted, knowing what we now do about Diddy's alleged activities, it casts a troubling shadow on their dynamic, especially considering Justin was just 16 at the time. Fans have since pointed out how uncomfortable Justin seemed around Diddy, speculating about the darker side of their relationship. The resurfacing of these videos in the context of Diddy's legal issues adds a new layer of concern, particularly regarding Justin's well-being during that time. Many fans have reacted with empathy, reflecting on how challenging Justin's experience as a young star likely was,